thing about Revolution that's so remarkable, I first was familiar with you with Won't Be Denied back in '95. So
Right.
the fact that that's what 25 years now that you've been putting out music on a regular basis, and I will say, of all the people since '95, you probably have as much, if not more, than almost anyone as far as volume.
Right.
Think about it though.
It's crazy you should say that, right? First of all, I'm honored to even still be here and still be a hip hop baby. I pride myself with that. Oh my God, I pride myself off of that, bro. Like, you feel me? I grew up 4 houses from where bounce music was invented, right?
Mhm.
I had a promoter who owned a bar room that was 4 houses from me on the corner of my block. And he was the biggest concert promoter as far as rap music in the state, right?
Okay.
I met Run DMC personally as a kid. I got Fear of a Black Planet reached to me from Chuck D and Flavor Flav personally on
Wow.
cassette. You feel me? The Cash Money Click. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am a hip hop baby, and hip hop has saved my life numerous amounts of times. And through hip hop, I have been able to save lives myself. And for the fact that you mentioned that as far as the music, I honestly thought about that the other day. And that's not counting the ghostwriting and stuff. But I'm honored, like, you feel me, to still be here. Tupac not here and was known for all that music. I'm still here, you know what I mean? Like, and have catalogs, just catalogs. I'm hoping that some of it, some people catch up on some of the more new stuff and then help them out as well too.
Well, that's why I wanted to start with Revolution before we got to everything else, because we got 25 plus years, man, to go through. That's why I said we got to be doing this in this, more than one part, because it's too much for one to ask
I
you. But
agree.
with Won't Be Denied, the thing that always struck me initially before I even heard it was the album cover. So what was going on to where you were in a pipe, you know?
My outlook was hit this.
Right.
Hit this. Just hit this. Here's that new dope. Here's that new crack. Hit this. You know what I'm saying? You got this kid in the crack pipe. His name is Fiend. You know, metaphorically, it was just hit this. If that was the conversation, man, let me hit that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you got that guy, oh, let me hit that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember my dad did a commercial for me, a skit on my project. And he said, yeah, man, I heard niggas got some dope around the corner so good it's killing niggas. He like, yeah, where is that? You know what I'm saying? So that was that whole the look on that. Like, this dope will not be denied. This dope artist or this new crack, this new vice will not be denied. And that was my start.
Yeah. So that was crazy. And tied into that, I did think it was funny, weird, whatever, in the sense that the person that took the pipe, so it was just their skeleton. So why kill him with it?
Well, yeah, broke up. Wait, what did you say?
No, I said, but the person on the cover that is implied that they took the hit, their skeleton. So you killed them though.
Killed them. They so automatically just snatched all their body from them. You heard me? That was the pen and pixel. That was Sean just going a bit far. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sean, a pen and pixel graphics guys back in the day. Yeah, dope was so hard it was killing people out here, bro.
So I remember, speaking of being where bounce was invented and everything, I remember, because it leads up to the Big Boy, the record company and stuff, because you guys had with Mystical, with Precise, I mean, it was like a nice little camp that you had there. But before that, other than like Jubilee and bounce stuff, the first real rapper I remember was Bust Down. So,
right.
But he's from Marrero. So with did you notice Bust Down and what he did, since that wasn't like bounce per se? Did that seem to make a difference?
What? Buzz Down was a breath of fresh air too. He really was a breath of fresh air with the Put Your Bally's on, and what it was,
Yeah, that's a bitch.
pop that thing,
Right.
Put Your Bally's on.
He had a
You
bunch
got,
of records.
and what else?
And he was signed to Luke too.
He was signed to Luke. I got some stories I can tell you about that. Oh my God. Some of these may not be able to make it on camera. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I've been to a few. I've been to Luke parties myself, so I know.
Okay, we're gonna have to build on a couple of those stories, my brother. Buzz Down was not necessarily doing bounce, but what I think what made Buzz Down so big in the life, he was talking to the everyday cat that was hustling on the street that wanted something, or to the everyday guy and girl that wanted that was their life. Put my bally's on. That was like putting on a uniform. If you was going anywhere, if you wanted to feel like something, you will pull on bally's. You know what I mean? Put your bally's on, pop that thing. You guys to pop that thing. Buzz Down was killing it. And he had some dude in the background, Buzz Down, doing some type of too big MC, ad-lib backup guy like for Hammer in the background. Buzz Down was bigger than life at home. You know what I'm saying? He had like Nasty Bitch, and he just had these records, bro. He was his own something. He was not a bounce artist, but they had an era that him, Mia X, MC Thick, Tim Smooth, Most Wanted Posse, they had an era of guys that it wasn't bounce, but we just enjoyed them for being whatever rap was then. I don't know, if what they did was considered to be a certain type of, I don't know what they called that other than hip hop or what, but we praised that. We uplifted that. That was big in the life to us. You know what I'm saying? Those people I just named, that was the fucking absolute shit. You hear me? Buzz Down, Tim Smooth, Mia X, MC Thick, and Joe Black.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm from Maryland, so for us, or me especially, when I listen to rap, I just liked it, or I didn't. So to me, I understood this dude was a little more pop. This dude rapped about girls. This dude was more street. But I never looked at it like, kind of like we were saying with color. We either thought it was good or it wasn't good. It really wasn't like a style and that's why when I heard Bust Down and Jubilee and other records that were early from New Orleans, I either liked them or I didn't, but I didn't look at them different because they were from New Orleans. I was just like,
it's rap.
Yeah, I just like it.
Rap. Yeah, I feel you the same way. We also had bounce artists to when we just looked at it like this. Either, that's a bounce artist. Pimp Daddy, that's bounce. Everless the Hitman, he rap, but he's like gangster bounce, so that's bounce. If it was those people we just named, it was like, they rap. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. Shout out to Maryland, man. That DMV is something serious.
It is.
Serious. One of my biggest markets to this day. Oh my God, man. Maryland, man, you guys are off the chain, brother.
Yes, sir. But one of the things I thought was interesting about Won't Be Denied was, probably the first song I heard was The Baddest Motherfucker Alive. So with that was a really big statement to come to me as a quote unquote unknown artist, that's your first song.
Single.
Yeah. So what gave you the mindset and the confidence to make that, like, that's how I'm coming in the game?
You know what? Just to be transparent, how you said it, I didn't even though I did it and recorded it, I didn't look at it like that's what I said. Just to be honest with you. Now listening to the title of it, it's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? This first day, and I'm the best that ever lived. You know what I'm saying? I was on the wall. Precise was putting the track together for Sporty T. And I'm a fly on the wall, just in a session. And I just heard the bass line, do boo to boo, the boo do do boo boo do do, and I just went to mumbling some shit. Man, the producer looked at me and said, "Man, what you said over there?" I said, "I'm the baddest motherfucker alive." He like, "Man, hey man, you go in the booth and say that?" And I went in the booth. He called Sporty and said, "Hey, Sporty, you know, I'm in here producing a track for you right now, but would you mind if I make you something else? I'm messing around that beat." He said, "No problem." I did the song. Man, shot a little commercial. It was on the box TV. You heard me? Everywhere. And it was it. I never got any backlash from, "Oh, you feel this person thinks he's the baddest motherfucker alive."
Well,
Crazy.
it was only funny when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, but in rap, as you know, I mean, people come out with songs like that a lot of time, and it just seems very odd. Sometimes that seems to bother people, other times it really doesn't. So
Right.
I'm curious, like, when LL said, "I'm the baddest rapper in the history of rap" itself, people were mad, but it's like, I thought this was about boasting and believing you're the best. Why would you say?
You're right. I I don't know, bro. I was talking some street shit in my song, and the chorus, "I'm sending the best motherfucker alive," and the response was, "That's what they told me." And maybe that's was I didn't feel like it was just me. Even just to be real with you, even when I did it, I wasn't on no cocky LL, like, you know what I'm saying? I just was, I used to hear the shit and I just ran it. But maybe it was with some angels on my shoulder talking about, "Come on, little bad motherfucker, you gonna be something one day." You heard me?
Well, also on the album too, I like to get it on track, especially because I remember I always thought it was good, interesting, whatever. Like when people from different regions would shout out different things, and how you shouted out Cream, kind of referring to Wu-Tang.
Right.
So
Woo.
that was something that I always liked about that song, just in the sense that they weren't from New Orleans. So
Right.
for for you, what was the importance of acknowledging or shouting that out in the song like that?
I'm a hip hop. I consider myself a hip hop baby, hip hop kid, and to me, I think it's smart to touch on everything in real time if your music can come out in real time. You hear me? So I was listening to Wu-Tang. Excuse me. I was listening to. I came up off of Steady B, Eric B and Rakim, 3 times Dope. You know what I mean? All these dope MCs, man. That's Sonic. If I ain't said them, all kind of people. So that vibe, that's what kind of took me there. You know what I mean? So I had to shout out the Cream on the Wu-Tang. I thought that was a dope comparison to money for them to be using. Like, as a kid, I was blown away. Cash, everything was around me. Cream, get the money. I was like, wow, right? So that made me kind of like tap in right there, saying that if anybody heard my music from whatever coast, wherever they are, they'll know that this kid is up on up-to-date events of music of what's happening and who's popping, that got some underground feel,
Right. And then the other thing on Get It On that I really liked too was, as you've done throughout your career, but really looking at how moving or selling drugs or whatever helped you, but it was like the smoking hose got your life good. So you're looking at the reality of what was going on, how it was helping you and hurting them. So how did you early on in the game realize or have that insider perspective coming right out the gate to where you were looking at kind of all multiple sides of the same situation?
There is never one side of a story. You know what I mean? There's multiple sides of a story. And growing up in Holly Grove, seeing what hard drugs did people, whether we sold it to them, whether they got it from somewhere else, it's a reality. And I always thought that great MCs was going to put all perspectives out there if they could. My song shouldn't have me in the John Woo picture as being the next hip man, come out, you know what I'm saying? All my moves are untouchable, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that that's a good thing I still love about rap music. I'm gonna talk about all aspects of it. Some good days, there gonna be some bad ones, and be some broke days, there gonna be some up money up days. But it just was what it was, man. You know, serving your family relatives, watching your family relatives buy from your cousins and shit like that, you know, knowing that we shouldn't be doing it. I think like I was just more as far as a harsh reality. And just so happened that a gang of people dug the music, you know what I'm saying, and became supporters of me so I could have a career of it. But that's how I saw it. When I heard C.R.E.A.M run rap, so when I heard Run DMC, they gave all aspects. Public Enemy, Chuck D, they gave all aspects. And I just inherited from great MCs before me, you know, to stick to that kind of blueprint of a plan and like that song, you know.
In the beginning, hip-hop was ruled by the East Coast. Then the West Coast rose to prominence thanks to gangster rap.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube.
Hip-hop changed the world. Gangster rap changed the narrative.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
And then changed the world again.
Cause I'll come and take your life away.
The history of gangster rap features unheard stories, unseen photos and documents, all with exclusive interviews from the founders and players who shaped gangster rap.
I think a real gangster rapper has to scare you a little bit.
The history of gangster rap written by veteran rap journalist Soren Baker. In stores now.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Quick. Be sure to pick up my homeboy Soren Baker's book, The History of Gangster Rap, if you really want to know what we do.